Hi everybody, Dave Sellers and Hughes here with another review type thing. This is kind of a half unboxing, but it's mostly going to be a review. This is Cornerstone, which is one of the new things I've seen popping up on places at the moment. Shaving subscription boxes is the latest thing apparently, and that's what one of these are. I've seen 4 or 5 of these different ones pick up on Facebook's advertising. You get the occasional marketing thing come through, the occasional advert on YouTube and all that kind of stuff with all this stuff going on. But this is mainly, I started looking into this because I've got a couple up on Facebook, and I'll be honest, I'm not the world's most regular shaver, and the reason for that is because I have psoriasis or eczema or whatever you want to call it this week. It's got many names. 1 week when I go to the doctor's it's psoriasis, 1 week when I go to the doctor's it's eczema, whatever, right? But one of the things that happens is when I shave, my face comes out in a rash. Whether it's because of the stuff I'm using, or it's the razor itself, or it's the stuff that I use afterwards, or it's just the fact that my face doesn't like water, I don't know. But this, I thought was worth giving a try, because it's a whole shaving system, and it's designed. This one is designed specifically for sensitive skin, which is better. Ew, my nails are filthy. That's disgusting. So I thought I'd give it a go. It looks quite good. They say that all the stuff is formulated in the UK, and it's all eco-friendly, and it's all supposed to be organic and healthy. And they have a facial scrub that they do, which apparently doesn't have microbeads in it, which is all that stuff that apparently fish eat, and then we eat, and then we do something with them, and then they're bad for us and all that kind of stuff. There's been, as I say, there was a couple of other ones. One was Harry's that came up, was the one that sticks in my head, and it was a similar idea. Now what it is you pay a certain amount. You know how these subscription things work. It's like Loot Crate. You pay a monthly fee, or you get a monthly box, or you pay a certain amount of money every so often, and you get a box full of stuff come through. So I've cleaned my nails, they're better now. This one is quite a good deal. You get a 10% off, or a £10 off, £10 off voucher. Sorry, for the first one that you buy. So you can get one of these for anything from £4 just for the razor, up to £20 for the entire box set, which is the latter is what I went for. So this should be £30, was £20 with a £10 discount. So shall we have a look? What you get in your box is a very nicely presented. I like the box actually. That's a very well put together box. Inside, you have your kit. Now I'm going to take autofocus off because it seems to be faffing around. So I'm going to take it off while it's sitting there. That's good. Right. So the first thing you'll see on there is you have your 15 minutes magazine. This is their kind of newsletter thing. It's a very brief, very kind of random, basically, little tiny magazine. Exercise routines for men, fitness stuff, gym bag, layouts, stuff, you know, men's stuff. It's like a very, very small copy of FHM with no nuddy women in it. So that's interesting. This is our stuff book. Get used to it. Welcome to it. Welcome to Cornerstone. Some bumf. How to use the stuff, how it's been made, how your razor blade's made, how the stuff's put together, what's in it, what the options are, how to shave, which is good. Didn't know that. Get a wash bag from them as well, which is lovely, and how to change a blade and all that kind of crap. So that's not bad. Good bit of information. And then we get to the actual stuff itself. So here you go. This is your shaving kit. This is 20 quid, well 30 quid's worth of stuff, but 20 quid with the thing. First thing is we have the razor itself. Now one of their little gimmicks is that your razor can be customised. You can have it engraved with 3 initials of your choice. So I have had mine engraved with DSH, as you can hopefully just about see on there. Can I get any closer and let you see it better? Probably not still in photo. It's chrome, so it's not the best kind of. The light off the camera doesn't really help this purple image, but yeah. So you can have your initials emblazoned all over your razor if you so desire, which is a nice little touch. It's chrome. It's actually lighter than it looks. It's a moderately heavy, but it does fit nicely in the hand. It does have a good shape. Now currently I use the Gillette Power Gillette Fusion Power, which has the trimmer on, so it has a battery, and it's quite a thick, big razor. It's got quite a good width to it, but this is quite narrow and quite thin, and goes back to the days of when Gillette just made razors rather than gimmicks. So this has got quite a good thing. So there you go, you take the slider off there and you've got your heads. There's 5 blades, if I remember rightly, 5 blades? Yeah, 5 blades, which have a slight curve to them. I'll put the autofocus back on now. Come on. Yeah, so you've got 5 blades on there, and a lubrication strip at the top, which is pretty good. I'm going to take that off there actually, because that seemed to be working better without it. Come on, focus. There you go. So you've got a very, very slight curve to them, and you've got your beard stretcher there. So it's the same as most of the kind of razors from about 5-10 years ago, which were having the lubrication strip and 5 blades before they all realised that you can't really stick any more blades on a shaver and make it any better. So that's nice. As I say, nice shape, good ergonomic grip, removable head. You press a little button there and it comes off. It's quite mobile. Let me clip it back on if I can remember how. It's quite a mobile head, so you've got lateral movement, you've got a bit of side to side movement, so it will contour, it will go with the contours of your face, so that's not bad at all. So yes, quite liking that. Put that back in the little box for the moment. We have spare blades. You have 5 spare blades, 6 blades altogether, supplied with the pack, which is good value for money as well. Now, given the fact this is 20 quid, you're not going to get a Gillette razor with 5 blades for 20 quid, so that's not bad at all. Quite like that. You have a blade cover, which when you start using your razor, obviously you can't start putting it back in a cardboard box because it'll just melt. So you obviously have the option there to keep your blade nice and safe and clean with a blade cover. So that's the one that you fit onto the one that's on the razor to keep it clean. Now, going towards the actual toiletry products. The theory is, the set that I've bought, you have 3 options. You have the shave gel, the face scrub, and the daily moisturiser. And you have other options. You have a shave foam, which you can get as well. You can have either or in the pack. You have a face scrub, and you have either a daily moisturiser or a shave balm, a post-shave balm. I went for the moisturiser because I don't really do the post-shave balms much. I prefer a moisturiser because of the eczema, obviously. So I have yet to give these a try, but the face scrub is quite a nice idea. I've smelled all of them, because obviously the toiletry smell is quite a good thing to get used to. And the shave gel smells quite nice. The face scrub is a very kind of manly, woody type smell to it. And the moisturiser smells okay. It's not something that I would think I was being a bit too girly putting on. It doesn't smell like perfume. It smells quite neutral, but fresh. So they all smell quite nice. The proof of the pudding is going to be in the using, as it were. So this is it. This is the box. The only other thing really to say about the box itself, or the pack itself, the subscription service itself, is that it's not a monthly thing. So they have tailored it to the way that people tend to shave, or how long these things tend to last. So you can choose from, I think it's an 8-week, 12-week or 18-week subscription. So you pay them X amount of money every 18 weeks and they'll send you new blades and whatever else you order. I mean, the default is they'll send you blades every 3 months, I think, or is it 6 months? 3 months. And then the rest of the stuff, if you want to request it, you can request it as well. So is it expensive? I don't think it is, actually. The £10 off makes the introductory offer quite worth it. I don't know how well they're going to go down, how long they're going to last for, but they are really full. I mean, these tubes, they're literally full right to the brim. They're not just half filled or filled with crap or got great big spaces in them. I mean, I hold this that way up, like the proper way up, and then squeeze it from the bottom, and instantly stuff's coming out the top. So it's filled to the brim. So they are full. You're not getting cheated on the quantities or anything like that. So they are very, very good value for money as far as having the way that they look match what's actually inside them. So that's good. I mean, you get a lot for your money. You get a lot for 20 quid. You get a decent handle, which is supposed to be long lasting and sterilised. you've got 6 blades altogether, a cover, and 3 bits and pieces for 20 quid. No one's gonna turn their nose up at that, I don't think. So I'll do a quick jump cut because I'm now going to show you my face. Right, so as you can see, what I've done is I haven't shaved for a week and a bit in preparation for this stuff arriving. It came yesterday as I record this, and in order to prepare for it and see how it goes, to give it the maximum kind of effect, I haven't shaved for over a week so that I can see how it goes. And this is what I tend to do normally anyway. I tend to shave once a week, twice if I'm doing something specifically interesting over a week, or through a week if I'm visiting a client or something. And not that I do that kind of thing, but if I'm going to see a client or a client coming to see us at work, then I'll do that. If I'm going out anywhere, then I'll shave there as well. But generally I shave once a week so that I don't come out in this breakout horrible red rash that goes all the way around, because obviously when you shave you wash your entire face at the same time or have a shower and whatever, but whenever I do that, all this stuff around here just comes out in red horrible rash. So I get flaky, dry, horrible skin down there. I get this just comes out in red and flakes away. This bit here goes funny as well. You can see a little bit of it on my forehead today actually. There's a little bit of the got a little bit of a psoriasis breakout on the forehead there. But that, if you look at that little red blotch, that's what my entire face looks like when I shave. So I'm going to see if the stuff they use. I mean, I'm going to try. Obviously, I'm going to do exactly what they say to do, which is use the face scrub first. Wash my entire face with face scrub. Then I'm going to use the shave gel to shave with, and then I'm going to use the moisturiser after the shave to see what happens. Now this will test two things at the same time. Now I was wondering whether to just do this, like shave with my normal stuff and the razor, to see if the razor burn is as bad. And then I was going to check the moisturiser and the toiletries to see if they're any different for the face. But because they're two separate things, I don't see any point in not doing them at the same time. So what I'll do is I'll go and do all that, probably tonight. We're gonna, yeah. And then I'll do another subsequent video segment to kind of see what the face looks like right after I've done it, and then tell you how comfortable or uncomfortable or easy or difficult it was, and give you a review of the toiletries themselves and the razor. So there you go. This is post shave. As you can see, I've given it a few about 20 minutes after I've shaved, just to let the facial things kind of kick in. But to be honest, I've had a look and it's actually a lot better. It feels a lot nicer. I used the facial scrub initially, which was quite nice. It didn't smell of anything particularly much. It smelled like, well, dirt, I suppose. It's got quite a lot of dirt and stuff in it. It's volcanic beads essentially, but it was quite nice. It felt good to wash with. It didn't leave any residue, it didn't leave any kind of weird feeling on my face. It was nice, and as I said, it didn't smell of anything particularly much, which was also nice. Then I used the shave gel, was also quite good. It smelled nice. It didn't lather much. I mean, I usually go for the kind of lathery shave gels. This one doesn't lather much, but it does lather to an extent, and it's really thick. But it did go on well. Once it got wet, it did spread around my face quite well, and it felt good to use. So it was quite good. The perfume wasn't too overpowering. You could probably get away with using that as a shave gel, shaving and then not really putting anything else on afterwards, and still have that vague slight smell of it, which would be quite nice. So yes, I enjoyed using that. Importantly, it made the razor glide very well. The razor itself was very, very sharp, which you would expect from a brand new razor. With it being a brand new razor, of course it did cut me slightly, but that's because, one, I don't shave very often anyway, two, it was a lot of growth and it did have to cope with a lot of growth, and three, obviously it's a different type of razor than what I normally use. So there you go. But what I would say is, I took two different approaches. Now the book that comes with it has a guide to how to shave, which gives you some hints and tips on how to get the best out of your razor. Now it says to always go with the grain, which is a very popular concept for shaving. You always go with the grain. It says to go with the grain, but you only do one 2 and then possibly one across to finish off. Because of the thickness of the razor, thickness of the hair, sorry, 2 strokes down wasn't enough. But rather than do what I usually do, which is shave all over the place, so I'm going against the grain, with the grain, alongside the grain, loads of different ways of abusing your hair on your face, I only went with the grain on this side. So all the way across my face, apart from this bit here where you have to go a little bit sideways to get the beard shape properly, it was down the entire time, so down, 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 down. So kept going the same way each time on that side. On this side I used my normal shaving technique, which is, as I said, all over the place, and that's what happened. So shaving on this side using the methods they recommended worked very well. Shaving on this side using the way that I use didn't work very well. So there's a lesson there, I think, in us all, that not everything I do is 100% correct. The bobbling on my face, which you can probably see a little bit of, that's still there from yesterday, is actually much better than it was with the Gillette razor and gel and everything else that went with it. So my usual shaving regime may change based on this stuff. There's still a little bit sort of up here, there's a little bit of sort of reddening and so on around that bit, but the big part is that this bit is usually the bit that, I mean, you would see it be beetroot red at this point, but it's not. And to be honest, it doesn't feel bad, because it usually feels dry and scratchy and horrible, and it doesn't. I used the moisturiser as well. And it's left a very sort of smooth feeling. And I normally use a post-shave sort of moisturising balm anyway. Again, the Gillette one. And this time I haven't. So the razor itself, comfortable to hold, although I did find that after holding it for a while, because obviously it was a long shave, because it was quite a lot to get rid of. My arthritic nickels. I have arthritic American money. My arthritic knuckles. I get a bit of arthritis sort of feeling across these bits of my hand. Started to play up, and it got quite painful towards the end to hold the razor. But it actually lasted longer than my Gillette Power Fat dildo thing lasted. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It was nice to hold. It was nice to use. It glided across my face very well, and felt really nice to shave. It didn't feel like I was pulling any hairs out, as it wouldn't do, I would assume, with a very sharp razor. The telling thing will be how long these blades last, especially shaving the way that I had to shave today. But yep, razor I'm impressed with the quality with. I'm impressed with the feeling of. The shave gel, I'm quite impressed with the smell, the texture. It could do with a bit more lather, in my opinion, but it was enough to do the job. You could see where it was, and that's all you really need, I suppose. But it did help with the glide of the razor very well, so it complements it amazingly well. The moisturising cream, again, so far feels really nice. Is it me, or is that actually getting redder as I watch? On that side it is, but on that side it doesn't seem to be as bad. Interesting. But yeah, it's not as bad. The moisturising gel is really nice. It's not gel, it's cream. It's really nice. It's smooth. It smells nice. It goes on easily. It's not greasy or oily, which is the important thing. So it's very nice for that. It absorbs in very quickly, and it leaves your skin feeling quite nice. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed. I think it was very good. So, in all then, the Cornerstone starter pack and the Cornerstone subscription razor pack, I think it's very much worth it. So far on the basis of how it looks, how it feels, how it is, I've already recommended it to my son, who I've bought a set for on his say so. If he likes it, he'll probably do the same thing. I will probably keep the subscription going, but on my timescales, because I only use a bladed razor once a week. Sometimes, if I'm during the week, I'll use an electric one just to polish things up a little bit. But if I don't do that, then it's once a week for the bladed razor. So that will probably last me a fair while. So I'm not going to go for the 18-week rolling subscription. I'm just going to shut it down and then enable it when I need to get something specific, whether it be blades, cream, gel, whatever else. Would I recommend it? Yes, I would. I would recommend it. I think for sensitive skin, I don't have. I mean, although there is a little bit of redness coming up, it's definitely not as bad as it normally is. Apart from the bit where I hurt myself, but that was my own damn fault. The important thing about it is it doesn't feel as bad. It doesn't. It's not burning. I can't feel the fact that there's anything going on with the skin. It doesn't feel like my eczema's flaring up, especially on that side. The side where I actually, sorry, that side. Mirror's back to front, so the camera's back to front. This side where I've actually done the things I'm meant to do with it, it's actually worked really well, and I'm not really getting a lot of razor burn on that at all. On this side, where I've gone against the grain, I am getting a little bit of the bubbling, but as I say, it doesn't feel like it's doing it, which is a big plus for me. So I'll give it a couple of hours and that'll hopefully settle down. But yes, would I recommend it? Definitely yes. It's very much worthwhile. You won't regret having one of these in your bathroom set. So yeah, well done Cornerstone. 2 Dave thumbs up, which isn't as good as 2 Colin thumbs up. There you go. So yeah, go buy one. They're very good. I'll put a link. As a new customer, you get a link to share with people that they can use to subscribe, and you get 10% off. So what I'll do is I'll put that link on the screen and in the description, probably around about this point, down here. See there. And I'll put it in the description as a clickable link, and just go off and do it. It's very much worth it. So thank you Cornerstone. You have a new customer and a positive review. Take care everyone, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.